Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Juan Perez. I'm the organizer on staff here with IATSE Local 122. Okay. There you go. There you go. Do we all know why we're here? Do we know? Okay, cool. So we're here to fight corporate greed. That's what this is about. We're fighting corporate greed. IATSE Local 122 is the tip of the spear, and we're fighting corporate greed. 3 years ago, we were successful in organizing Encore, the AV technicians in-house at these large, beautiful hotels. We got the Marriott Marquis right here to my right. We got the Hilton, the Hyatt Manchester to my left. And then they have the Bayfront, they have the Coronado Hotel Del, all kinds of beautiful hotels. Encore is an international company owned by Blackstone. Boo! Yeah, see? We all hate these companies, so that's why we're all here, because we all agree on this messaging. When we organized 3 years ago, they did 4+ months of anti-union busting, which means, yeah, boo! Which means they hired a consulting firm. It was called LRI, Labor Relations Institute, and they paid the LRI $4,000 a day to union bust for 4 months. That's crazy, right? So it's never about the money, actually. People always think it's about the money. It's about the money. It's not about the money. It's about a union contract. A union contract gives you representation. It gives you power. If you're a steward on the job site or any worker that's being represented, you can put your foot down when something's unsafe. That's power. It's when you get your workers together and you storm the office and you tell your boss that something's not safe or you want something to change, that's power. They can't just fire you. You're no longer at will. They have to have just cause. So that's what this is all about. Encore makes millions and millions of dollars in profit. They're owned by Blackstone, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Of course they can afford to pay a little bit more, but they didn't want to give them the power. So they fought the union tooth and nail for 4 months. And guess what? We still won the election in July of 2020. We won with a 75%, a 3-to-1 vote. That was just us, little old IATSE Local 122, helping the workers organize. Half the unit left because we're during the pandemic. We had no work, and we still won through all of that. We still won through 3-4+ months of anti-union. It's not how, I'm not trying to talk smack, I'm not trying to say how good I am as an organizer. It has nothing to do with that. It's how bad and desperate these workers wanted representation. They're the ones that organize themselves, really. I just told them, like, hey, this is the law, this is how you can organize, and they said, we need to do this now. So we did it 3 years ago, and guess what happened? Other cities started organizing. Las Vegas is there, LA, Seattle, Philadelphia. Everybody's organizing now because everybody's fighting corporate greed. Everybody understands that in order to make a living, you have to have a union contract. You have to stand together with your coworkers to fight for something. So that's why we're here today. Our contract expired 2 weeks ago, and guess what? We're still super far away from where we want to be with wages. So that's why we're here. I don't want to hog up all the air, hog up all the room. The battery could only last so long. So I want to introduce our first worker here. His name is Rudy Lombardia. He's our assistant business agent at IATSE Local 122, and he came from the Encore bargaining unit. Everybody give it up for Rudy.
Rudy, 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 Rudy. For those of you who stood with us from the very beginning, I want to thank you for your unwavering courage. You stood shoulder to shoulder with your coworkers, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. We faced immense challenges, but we never gave up. We pressed forward. We built, we grew, and through that dedication, we laid the foundation of something powerful, a strong, unshakable union. And that foundation is us. You knew that nothing would ever change unless we took action. You risked everything, your jobs, your security, because you believed in something greater. You believed in dignity, respect, and fairness in the workplace. And today, because of your sacrifice, that belief is no longer just a dream. It's a reality. Now, we stand here together as IATSE Local 122. And together, we are here to send a clear message, a clear, undeniable message to Encore. Solidarity!
Woo, Rudy, that's some good stuff right there, right? Are we fired up? Are we fired up? That's what I'm talking about. So now that we heard from Rudy, I want to introduce our business representative, our boss here at IATSE Local 122, Robert Morales.
All right, that's going to be pretty hard, but I am fired up, so let's do it. We know the words, right? When I say encore, what are you saying? Unfair. Let's do it. Encore! Unfair. Encore! Unfair. Encore! Unfair. Woo! Yeah. So I am Robert Morales, and I am the chief negotiator sitting at the table with these folks with Encore. And let me tell you, it is a battle. But we're going to get there. Why? Because they use words like partnership, right? They use other words like, we're going to get this done. Well, we haven't got it done yet. So today I'm going to do a new one. I'm going to use the word AV Tech. Hell yeah. If we look up that word AV Tech, and we're going to use that AI thing that nobody uses, ChatGPT, what will it say? A professional. Professional. That's what we're delivering. A professional, because this setting is for professionals. Look up and down. It's nothing but professionals showing up. And no professional deserves 1735. That's what we're fighting for. Dignity. Dignity in the workplace. Area standard wages. That's easy for me to say. Pay us what we deserve. Area standard wages for what this entertainment industry, up and down, is getting paid. Hey, like Juan said, I'll probably need a hook. I could stand here all day because I'm excited. Let's keep up the energy. It's going to take all of us. So these actions are going to build up. So thank you, everyone, for showing up.
Robert. Oh yeah, I love this energy. See, energy is contagious. When we're energetic, other people get energetic. So that's what this is all about. Our next speaker is Greg Swizz. Greg Swizz, we call him Swizz, because none of us can pronounce his last name. He's the president of IATSE Local 122. Give it up for Greg.
Hey, thank you everybody for being here. This is a really important day for us. I just wanted to kind of start slow a little bit and kind of put things in perspective. When I started in 2005 as a stagehand, as a rate 1 AV tech in these hotels doing the exact same work that these people are doing today, the rate was $24.50. $24.50. Guess what it was the next year? Anybody? $25.50. $25.25. 20 years ago. That's what they were paying us. It was overhire. They changed the way that they, did their business and started using more of the in-house guys to supplement what they were paying everybody else so that they can keep their wages down. It's important that everybody knows that, because yesterday we're fighting for 25 minimum wage ordinance. Why do we need that? Anybody?
To live.
For a living. We need dignity. They need respect. And we're here to fight for that. What are we fighting for?
Dignity.
I love all of it. Thanks, guys. That being said, it's more than just about wages, right? It's also about conditions. The thing that people don't realize about the work that we do is that we give up our weekdays. We give up our weeknights. We give up our weekends. We give up holidays, barbecues, pool parties, time with your families, kids, wives, whatever. Time is probably the most important thing that any one individual has in their life. It's precious. It's precious to me, it's precious to all of you, and it's precious to all of them. And it's time for Encore to start paying a living wage. Yeah. What do we want? Yeah. Are you fired up? Yeah. I'm fired up. Are you fired up? Yeah. It's time for Encore to stop being a greed machine for all of these corporate interests and start paying a living wage and giving these people the dignity and respect that they deserve.
That's right.
Well, let's go get it.
Greg. I love this. It's like a fraternity party or something. This is awesome. So Greg, our president, brought up the ordinance that we passed at committee yesterday. $25 for workers in the hospitality industry. That's a minimum. That's the bare minimum. It should be 30. It should be 30. It should be 40. We live in the most expensive city in the whole country at this point, right? We surpassed the cost of living of San Francisco. But guess what? When we're in the committee, there were people from the hotel industry. The guy from the Marriott Marquis was there. They had a representative from the Padres crying poor. They're like, "Oh, this is great, but now is not the time." Is now the time? Yes! Can you survive off of $18 an hour, Encore? No! Can you survive off of $19 an hour, Encore? No! Exactly. So now we're trying to push this ordinance for $25 an hour for workers in the hospitality industry, which includes our AV technicians. This industry brings in millions and millions of dollars to the city of San Diego. If you go to any city hall meeting, they'll talk about the economic engine, the convention center, the hotels, these 5-star hotels. We bring in Comic-Con, ACS, ASH, you name it. When these people come into town, they're spending money. They're spending money to see a great show. And guess who puts up that great show? These technicians. We do. IATSE Local 122. We're the baddest in town. So of course we deserve dignity and respect. And we deserve higher wages. But they were crying poor. They're like, the person from the Padres was like, "Oh yeah, I know we paid Manny Machado $110 million for 5 years, but we can't afford $25 here at Petco Park." Do you think they can afford $25 at Petco Park? Yes. Well, can the Marriott afford $25? Yes. What about the Hyatt? Yes. Okay, so that's what we're pushing for now, right? That's what we're fighting for, but we need everybody to be standing together. That's how we win. All right, I'm getting fired up again. So there you go. Our next speaker is Carlos Cota. He's our international vice president. So this fight is no longer just a local fight. It's a national fight. And here's Carlos Cota to speak on it. Everybody give it up for Carlos.
Thank you. Let's go. And not just the international vice president, but the BA here for a lot of years, and I've been in this fight for, you got about 30 of them, right? Yeah. Hey, as we stand here, well, first of all, thanks for showing up. These folks behind me, this is the backbone of the meetings industry here in San Diego, right? And the company that employs them does not value it. They need to understand where they're coming from. They're not a piece of gear. Like, these are the folks we need to support. These are the folks that make it happen. And while we stand here, I want to acknowledge something that's super important. These hotels behind us, they sit on public land, all of them. It's our land, right? It's our asset. The convention center next door that drives the visitors here for the meetings, it's a public asset on public land. It's our land, right? We deserve a fair share of the profits generated out of these hotels. We do well at the convention center, and the hotels need to catch up. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But Encore's made it clear to us. They're anti-worker, they're anti-union, and they're anti-public good. They just don't get it, and they just don't care.
Unfair.
Right?
Yeah.
Encore.
Unfair.
Encore.
Unfair.
Absolutely. We need to make that clear to them. So today, we stand here and we tell them, we are anti-public greed. You're anti-us, we're anti-public greed. We're anti-you. We're coming for you. So today, while we stand here on public land, let's acknowledge a couple other things. San Diego's entertainment industry and events industry is booming, right? The convention center attendance is at record highs. The hotels, they're full. Our skills and expertise are in high demand. And later this year, with the Gaylord Hotel and Convention Center opening up, our value has never been higher in the city. Now's the time to demand a fair deal. Now's the time to stand up and say what we're worth, not to let them tell us what we're worth. We're gonna say what we're worth, and we're gonna demand it at the table. So when you sit with Encore, know your value. Know that your international and its affiliated unions all over the country who are out there bannering on your behalf today have your back. Yeah. Our brothers and sisters at the Hotel Workers Unite Here Local 30 have your back. Yeah. San Diego City Council and the mayor's office has your back. So when you sit there, do not flinch, do not blink, do not budge. Look them right in the eye and tell them what you're worth and know that we stand behind you, right? So today, let's keep it going. Let's make them hear you. What do we think about Encore? What do we think about Encore? Now sit down and give these folks a fair deal. Give them what they deserve. I hope you can hear us up there. Thank you.
Carlos, 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 Carlos. I like that. I'm telling you, woo, we're still fired up, right? Are we tired? Are we tired of being activists? No, we're not going to stop until we get that contract that these guys deserve, right?
That's right.
We're not going to stop until these guys get dignity and respect, right?
That's right.
Okay, I expect these turnouts to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, so our punch gets louder and louder and louder, right?
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to try a new chant that we put together. It's "We're not gear. We're not gear. We're not gear. We're not gear. We're not gear." All right, that's awesome, right? These guys, they feel like they're pieces of gear sometimes. That's what they tell us all the time. They feel like why do you think their retention is so bad? They don't keep these guys for long. These guys last 6, 7, 8 months, a year maybe. They make 18, 19 bucks an hour, but then they're like, man, there's other opportunities out there. Why am I making 18 bucks an hour, having to work 2 or 3 jobs in order to survive in San Diego when I have skills? I went to school for this. So of course they're gonna go find other work, and the retention rate sucks. So they're just pieces of gear now, right? These are just numbers on the wall, and they're just profit-making machines. That's what they are to Encore. That's why we did that chant, "We're not gear," okay? So remember that chant. We're gonna keep saying it. It's gonna be all over social media. Now, we're still fired up, right? Yeah. Encore, we start fired up? Yeah. Look at these guys, they're ready to storm the Capitol. Anyways, no, we're not gonna do that. I wanna introduce somebody else here that's been an advocate for labor, for the labor movement, for everybody here in San Diego. She doesn't stop. She keeps going. She's helping us with this $25 ordinance at the city of San Diego. This is Bridget Browning. She's the executive secretary treasurer of the Labor Council and the head of Unite Here. Everybody give it up for Bridget Browning.
I am feeling it. I want to know when you're all going on strike.
Let's go!
Because I had to tell you, the bosses can't do your job. And you could f*** up a convention if you did that.
Let's go!
If you all were out in the street. We were out at the Bayfront. I know a lot of you didn't cross the line. We really, really appreciated that. When we saw the guys in suits having to push the dumpster, was maybe the best day of the strike that we had. Look, I want to talk a little bit about Blackstone because they own the Hotel Del, which is one of our union hotels. And I'm telling you, they got the money, they just don't want to give it to you. So you got to rip it out of their hands. And I'm down for helping you do that. You should make sure your contract expires in 2028 so we could go on strike together, because that would be awesome. But when I hear these rich, because trust me, they're say that they can't pay $25 an hour, I want to be like, are you kidding me? You live in Rancho Santa Fe. You came down here in your fancy designer suit, in your Tesla, and you're telling us when we can't even pay rent that you can't pay us a livable wage when all we do is make profit for you? Come on now.
Unfair! Unfair!
Stop. Stop. Marco's gonna get mad at me because I'm not supposed to cuss at rallies anymore, but yeah, he's erasing it. But I mean, seriously, like, there is unfettered greed. Host hotels, they own the Marriott, they own the Hyatt. They gave almost $1 billion back to their shareholders last year. Almost $1 billion. There starts being so many zeros, you can't even do the math without using Excel. They can't afford $25? Seriously? I don't think so. So brothers and sisters, I see some sisters too, I'm very excited about that. When you're ready to go on strike, you call me, because I'm going to be a strike captain, because I am really nasty to scabs. Yes, I am. And I think for you to get the contract you want, Not only do we have to pass the minimum wage, but that's still not going to be enough. I mean, honestly, my dishwashers are making more than you all are. And I'm proud of that. My dishwashers do a very hard job. They deserve it. But if you all are making many dollars less than the dishwashers, there's something really wrong going on here. So not only are we going to pass the law, we're going to pass the law. We're going to make the Padres be union. Woo! And then we're going to win the best contract you've ever had at Encore, and you're going to expire in 2028 so we can all go out together. Thank you so much.
Bridget. I'm telling you, this sounds like a winning team, right? Yeah. We got the winning team. They got the losing team, because guess what? They lost 3 years ago. They're going to lose again. That's right. All right, we've heard from leadership. You hear from me all the time, and you're tired of us. I get it. So now we're going to hear from the actual Encore workers themselves. Hear from them why they're in this fight, why they're going to fight tooth and nail with us to get this contract done. Let's give a round of applause. Let's welcome Ryan Ford. He's an Encore member. He's an audio specialist at the Hyatt Manchester over here, and he's the one that makes sure all these shows go smooth. Everybody get up for Ryan.
All right. Hey, we're here today because we demand respect. We deserve it. That's right. We deserve competitive area standard pay, not Encore's arbitrarily capped wages. There's no reason Encore workers in San Diego should be starting at less than $18 an hour. No reason. That's not a sustainable wage for one of the most expensive cities in the country. Now, we deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. That's right. Encore labor is skilled labor. We go to school, we go to training, to learn all this stuff, and we come in with years of experience. Yes. And we work hard, long hours to deliver world-class service to Encore's clients. Those clients who are paying up to $170 an hour per worker. That's right. Well, we demand that Encore do the right thing. Yes. Give it to us. And put an end to the exploitation of our labor. We're people. We are not gear. And today we're joining Anaheim, Los Angeles, Monterey, Seattle, and Philadelphia, and raising our fists in solidarity and declaring Encore! Unfair! Encore! Unfair! Thank you.
Ryan's fired up. I'm telling you. The specialists are out here. That's how angry they are. They got the specialists out here. I'm telling you. The next speaker is Julian Wilson. He's a shop steward at the West End San Diego Broadway. Everybody get up for Julian Wilson. Come on.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're here to say that united is the only way forward, and we have to go together. Encore workers nationwide are rising up and demanding change, from San Diego to Philadelphia, from Seattle to Los Angeles. Workers are saying enough is enough. They're tired of being treated as expendable, and they're tired of wage suppression and tired of being denied the dignity and the respect that they deserve.
That's right.
Encore workers, their refusal to pay competitive wages and their arbitrary wage caps and the exploitation of this skilled labor is unacceptable. Workers in this industry deserve a fair pay, respect, and a seat at the table. We deserve a part of the utility that we provide the world.
We're like you, baby.
That's right. We're here to say the only way forward is together, and we won't stop until Encore agrees to fair wages, respect, and meaningful change. Thank you. Let's keep fighting together.
Juliet, Juliet. I'm telling you, we're gonna burn it down. All right, everybody, our third speaker, our third Encore speaker. If you're in the industry, you probably know who he is. We got Jordan Sullivan. He's an Encore member, shop steward at the Marriott Marquis. Come on, Jordan, where you at?
Hello, my name is Jordan. I work for Encore at the Marriott. And I've been in the industry for over 20 years. The number of people that I've had to retrain because our pay and our working conditions are abysmal. Like Brother Ford just said, we charge up to $170 an hour for someone to push boxes and tape cables. And they don't even want to pay us $20 an hour, much less $25. That is more than an 800% markup. And they sit there and they cry poverty, and they don't want to pay the workers what they're due. We are skilled workers. We have people who've gone to college for years. They've incurred years of debt to do a job that they love, and they don't get the respect or the pay that they need. It's unacceptable. And it's time that Encore pays what we're due. Because we are not gear. We are not gear. We're not gear. We're not gear. We are not gear. Thank you.
Hey, Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. I'm telling you, we're fired up. We're angry. Yeah. So some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. I'm a big union guy. I'm all about solidarity to everybody. I'm all about raising the standard of living for everybody. When the Padres is out there crying poor, how many more yachts do they need to buy? I don't get it. Like how many more houses do they need to buy to say like now's the time? Huh? How many more? Guess it. 1, 2, 3. Buckle my shoe. Huh? What's going on? So see, they don't care about you. They would rather see you in the streets begging for these jobs. The poorer you are, the more codependent you are on these jobs. That's what they want. They want you to be dependent on these jobs. They don't want you to have freedom. They want you to work 2 or 3 jobs, be stressed out, go home, be stressed out, come to work, be stressed out, and then they're gonna say, what are you gonna do about it? Well, guess what? We're doing something about it now. That's right. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think they f***ed around. And they're finding out. And they're finding out. We already passed that $25 ordinance at the committee yesterday. Guess what? It's going to pass. Yeah. So Ben, from the CEO of Encore, this message is for you. Stand the f*** by. We're coming for you. Yeah. So everybody, this is the solidarity that we need, okay? We come out for Encore. We're going to come out for the Old Globe. We're going to come out for the Playhouse, and we're going to come out for the hotel workers. We come out for everybody, okay? That's what solidarity is. We don't just come out for our own self-interest. We come out for each other because their fight is our fight, and our fight is their fight. Okay. I like that, Greg. I like your Greg was like your uncle is. Yeah. Encore! Against Encore. This is our first. This is just the beginning. And look at this. This is awesome, right? We're streaming this on social media, on the YouTube. It's gonna live forever now. Ben, you've been on notice. Natalie, you're on notice. Congratulations. So my call to action is go to our website, encoreunfair.com, sign our petition so that you're updated on everything that we're doing, all our actions. Go to our social media, Encore Unfair. We got some memes coming down the pipe. We got some great videos. So we're not gonna stop. We're gonna go for Encore, and I don't wanna name the other companies we're going after, but we're going after everything in San Diego and across the country, so we're not stopping. So I just wanna end this with the chant that we started with 3 years ago, the Encore Unfair one. We created that out of our butts, and it was great. It was catchy. When we met up with Sean Elo the other week, I said Encore, and he said unfair. Like it was a reaction. That's how much these city council members support you guys. That you're in the back of their heads all the damn time. Because guess what? If you guys were to shut down the convention, guess who these clients are going to come after? The city council members too. It's their lives on the line and their jobs on the line. So we're more powerful than we think we are, but we're only powerful when we come together. Solidarity. Solidarity! Encore! Encore!